Hello everyone and welcome to today's video. Now today I'm going to be talking about the VCT America's kickoff play-ins and the playoffs results. And let's just say, it's a very popular win, we'll say, especially for North Americans. So let's now have a look at the play-ins results. So this is what the play-ins results looks like. And first up was Sentinels versus MIBR. It was a pretty convincing 2-0 victory for Sentinels against MIBR, 37 on split, 13-6 on Ascent, and it was Zek again MVP. And then it got a bit complicated. So G2 Esports versus MIBR, it was a 2-1 victory for MIBR against G2. However, because of map differentials, MIBR, even though they won this game, they still were sent home. So it was this whole weird thing about map differentials and stuff. I don't know how many maps that they needed to win by, but let's just say 30-10 on Breeze wasn't enough for MIBR to possibly have a chance of making it to the playoffs. 39 as well on Sunset for the first map for MIBR, 15-13 on Split for G2, and 30-10 on Breeze, like I mentioned before, went to MIBR. And it was Jay-Z getting MVP, and I'll be honest, that Breeze game was maybe the best game I've ever seen of MIBR. Like, seriously, I've never, MIBR, they were maybe an amazing Dark Horse team, especially in Group A, but they were pretty good here against G2. They weren't that good against Sentinels, I'll be honest. There were a couple holes, and to be fair, John QT was just an amazing IGL, but I think MIBR had maybe played their best game here, ironically. FRZ was also phenomenal as well. But it was mainly it was mainly Artson. Artson was the main player I was looking at, and my god, did he pop off. So, yeah, I mean, Artson, he definitely deserved to be in Tier 1. That's all I have to say. And maybe the silliest match I've ever seen in my life. Sentinels needed to only needed to win the first map, that being Sunset. And then they qualified. That's what they did. They won again. They won in Sunset 13-8. And then it just got silly. Breeze, it wasn't that silly. But then the casters, bless them, bless Ender and Mimi, they were just high. They acted high, they acted drunk, I swear, but it was so funny. It's on the Split especially. If you have not seen them, if you have not seen that match on Split, go ahead and watch it, because you'll probably be on stitches when you're done. It was the funniest commentary I've ever seen in my life. There was memes being born, like Turtle, what was it, like the Kingdom Coffee over in A, that's like Sideshow for some reason. Frog, it was just so dumb. It reminded me of when Mel was observing, and Mel will just observe only the asses of characters and just weird close-ups of characters. So it definitely reminded me of that, and it's something that everyone needs to have a look at, because it will go down in history. Like I tweeted before, it will go down in history as one of the goofiest matches in Valorant history. Just because map 1 didn't even map 1 was the only thing that mattered. That was it. Breeze and Split, it did not matter. G2 still won both of those in 13-9. So G2 was just like, yeah, you know what, let's ball, let's go. And then, and then Sentinel just didn't care, because they already qualified to playoffs. It didn't really matter. It makes complete sense why they just wouldn't care in Breeze and Split, because they already qualified. What's the point? So that was something to look at, but let's now have a look now at the playoffs. So let's first start off with the first playoffs, that being Loud versus Evil Geniuses. And it was a 2-1 victory for Loud against EG, our reigning champs. To be fair to EG, they played pretty well. I mean, Derek E was pretty decent. I think Superman also had some great moments as well. Jogman once again pointed out the deadlock, which I think was actually pretty decent on Icebox, but I think they did lose that one, so kind of lucky there. But Tui's, he did a phenomenal job. Les also doing a phenomenal job as well. 13-7 on Ascent went to EG. That was the only map that EG actually won. And then 37 on Icebox, like I mentioned before. There's the deadlock by Jogman, which was actually alright. It was alright, that's what I say. It was alright. 37 for Loud, and then over onto Sunset, it was 13-5. They absolutely demolished EG here. I mean, Kalamazine got 6 first kills. No one was really close to it. they would have actually tied. They would have actually, like, if Derek, Apoth, or Superman, if they combined all their first kills together, they would have gotten the same as Kalamazine. Like, that's how dominant Kalamazine was in this map as well. Let's also pull in up clutch moments as well. And performance-wise, there was quite a lot of 4Ks. Derek and Jog went both of them gain 1 4K each, including Apoth. Kalamazine gained 2 4Ks and less gaining 1. And Derek also gained a 1v3 clutch win as well. For the second one, so Loud has already punched their ticket to Masters Madrid. Now, next up, it was NRG versus Sentinels. It was either going to be a great birthday for Zelsus or Ethan. Well, it was a great birthday for Zelsus as Sentinels locked in their Masters basically their Masters spot. I think last time was 937 days. Correct me if I'm wrong, or 932. It was somewhere around there. Last time Sentinels was in an international event other than Lachlan or even America's League was Champions 2021. That was last time Sentinels was in an international stage. So for them to beat that NRG was massive. And that is thanks to two certain players, Tens and Zekken. Yes, Dels was also doing great, but we don't look. The rating here in VLR is shit. It's horrible. But look, 21st kills, 12 first deaths. I mean, Zekken, he was on another level. And another player who was on another level was Tens. Also on another level. He was phenomenal on Sunset. Somehow survived. Like, I don't know how the hell he didn't get killed by Marvel at that one point. I can't remember what score was, but teleported inside of a smoke and killed Crashes as soon as he reappeared. And then John QT clutched up the round. It was crazy. It was so crazy from Sentinels. This is the Sentinels I remembered when I watched Valorant in 2021, 2022. No, not 2022, 2021. I should say that 2021. This is the Sentinels I remember 2021. So it's crazy to say that Sentinels might be back. Is Tens back? Is my King Tens back? Is Zekken just popping off like he did at Exit? Most likely, because everyone else in Sentinels is popping off. It's crazy. I feel bad for NRG especially. I mean, they put Demon 1 on Omen, which I can understand why, because, I mean, the Astro is not that great now, to be honest, it's Omen who's, like, the main Smokes character, so I can understand why they wanted to put Demon 1 on Omen, but still, it's just not really good look. I would rather have Marved on Omen, I'll be honest. But either way, 16-14 on Sunset for Sentinels. It was very, very close, went to overtime 3 times. Tens and Zekken once again absolutely popped up. Both of them getting 30 above kills. It was a 30 bomb from both of them. It was crazy. Ascent went to NRG 13-8, and Split, which I mentioned, which I was supposed to say when Tens did that weird teleport thing, killed Crashes as soon as he reappeared from his smoke. 13-3. Absolutely demolished NRG. I feel bad for NRG because they actually are a phenomenal team. They have, and also all these 5 have also won an international event as well on the stage. And I feel bad for them because they didn't really live up to their own expectations as well. So I do feel bad for NRG, and I hope they do bounce back in stage 1. Performance-wise though, an ace from Marv on Split, I remember. Ethan also gained a 4K. Ten's gained a 4K with that amazing play on Sunset. John QT was phenomenal throughout this whole game. Zekken was also really good as well. So everyone from Sentinels was just phenomenal, including Saucy and Zelsus, which, yes, both didn't really do much, but still contributed a lot to this team. And for the grand final, was this maybe the best grand final out of any of the regions? I think so, because other than going 3-1, it went 3-2. It went to map 5, and it was Sentinels denying the reverse sweep from Loud. Holy crap. Tens once again doing a phenomenal job. Zekken, John QT. John QT is an IGL, and he did this. It was crazy. Saucy doing a great job. Zelf was also doing a great job as well. Tuzi, I feel like Tuzi was like the only one who actually created a lot of impact in my opinion. Quick also, or QC Catch, just say, also had some great moments as well. Kalamazine, but like I think it might have been mainly like Tuzi. Unless as well, actually. Les also has a great moments as well, I should say. 13 on Sunset for Sentinels. 10 once again popping off, including Saucy as well. Shout out to Saucy playing against his old team. 13-3 on Split. And that's why you should never choose Split against Sentinels, because they would just roll you. 13-1 Icebox though for Loud. This is where Loud started to pick it up a bit with the Harbor Viper comp, like was so popular last year in 2023. Then it was 13 on Bayern with the whole Phoenix with from Quick and Tens as well on the Euros. This is weird composition which actually worked out for Loud. And then Lotus 13-4. From where we were looking so high at Loud of possibly being champions, being back-to-back champions. No, they absolutely shat the bed. So, unlucky there for Loud, but I do hope they bounce back from Masters Madrid. There it is, a 1-4K from Quick, and even and a 1v4 clutch win as well from Tuzi, and a 1v3 clutch win as well from Sasi. So this is now the time of the video where you get to laugh at my pickems, and we all get to laugh at the simulations pickems. So, bracket for the playoffs, not good, only got Loud correct, and that's all. I had a lot of faith in NRG. I thought it was going to be Loud and NRG as the grand final. You know, a little rivalry? Yeah, that did not happen. Planes only got Sentinels right against MIBR. That was horrible. Group A, alright. I mean, I got NRG's run correct, and I wasn't expecting MIBR to be this strong, so that kind of fumbled. Group E was meh. I mean, I expect a lot more from Leviathan. I got Sentinels qualifying in the decider. I think that was against Leviathan. And I got Leviathan winning against 100 Thieves, but that's really all. And then Group C, I only got G2 correct. Oh, this was maybe my worst performance in Pickens. Oh my god, I only got 65 points. Oh, yeah, it's not good. But let's have a look at the simulations, because I actually haven't checked. Let's have a look. Okay, so I got Loud correct, like in the simulation. MIBL correct in G2, NRG correct in the Group A, Group B Leviathan correct. Oh, so I'm looking. Okay, and EG was correct for Crew and G2. Both of them qualified was correct. And I only got 55 points, and I got 65. Okay, so I think it is now a 3-1 lead between me and the simulation. There we go. I'm now in the lead of something. So. That's, yeah, that wasn't good from either of us, I'll be honest, for myself or the simulations. So, we'll see how Madrid goes, but, yeah, it wasn't, that was not good from either of us. So, these is what the teams are in Masters Madrid. We have Sentinels and Loud from the Americas, Edward Gaming and FPX from China, Carmine Coin Team Heretics from EMEA, and Genji and Paper Rex, both of them from Pacific. And yeah, so hopefully this will be a phenomenal and very memorable Masters event. So now, like, you know, guys, to like, comment, and subscribe. It will really help me, especially on this channel. I will be also doing material lists as well for Masters Madrid, my pickems and the simulations pickems as well, and I'll also be doing my classic teams video as well. So that's really better for me. Hope you guys enjoy your catch, guys. Until next time, in the next one, goodbye.